About 15 years ago, something incredible happened. A 16-year-old model with Indonesian-American roots married a 30-year-old prince from Kelantan. At first, they seemed quite happy together despite their big age difference. But just a year after the wedding, the young model made a dramatic escape that caused a huge stir. And the details she later shared are truly astonishing. Why did Manohara flee from her prince? What has her life been like since that escape? Stay tuned to hear the whole story. And remember to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and click the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Let's dive in. The Kelantan royal family members have entered into several marriages with beautiful women and models. For example, Prince Mohammed Fakhri's brother married a stunning Swedish woman in 2019 when he was 45 and she was 32, and they now have a son. Another instance involves the eldest son, Sultan Mohammed V, who wedded a Russian woman named Oksana Voevodina. Despite their significant age gap of 49 and 26 respectively at the time of their marriage, Oksana, a model and beauty queen, caught the public eye. However, their union was short-lived, leading to a global scandal when the Sultan divorced her merely a year later. This scandal garnered widespread media attention worldwide, but the story we're about to delve into in this video created an even larger scandal in its era. Manohara Odelia Pino entered the world on February 28, 1992, in Jakarta, Indonesia, into a culturally diverse family. Her father, George Mans, hails from America and worked as an engineer, while her mother, Daisy Fajarina, is Indonesian. Unfortunately, Manohara's parents parted ways when she was just a toddler, leading her to primarily reside with her mother ever since. Her upbringing took her across continents, spending her early years in the enchanting ambiance of France before returning to the vibrant tapestry of Indonesia in 2006. With a heritage as rich and varied as hers, Manohara exuded a striking beauty that didn't go unnoticed. At the tender age of 14, she was scouted by talent seekers and swiftly found herself drawn into the glamorous world of modeling. As her career blossomed, she garnered increasing attention, earning accolades such as being named one of Indonesia's 100 Most Precious Women by Harper's Bazaar Indonesia magazine. In December 2006, on the cusp of her 15th birthday, fate led Manohara to a dinner hosted by Malaysia's Deputy Prime Minister Najib Razak in Kuala Lumpur. It was there that she encountered Prince Mohammed Fakhri, a scion of the esteemed Kelantan royal family. Despite her youth, Manohara's beauty made an indelible impression on Prince Fakhri, sparking a connection that would shape their futures. As their acquaintance blossomed into courtship, Prince Fakhri found himself irresistibly drawn to Manohara's charm. His admiration for her only grew with time, prompting him to express his earnest desire to wed her to her mother, marking the beginning of a captivating love story intertwined with royalty and romance. On August 17, 2008, the Manohara family received a prestigious invitation to the Kelantan Palace, where they were formally introduced to the Sultan and his wife at that time. Initially, the prospect of marriage encountered hurdles as Manohara, affectionately known as Mono, had recently turned 16, and there was a lack of formal documentation from the local Indonesian embassy. However, despite these challenges, the union eventually transpired. Despite the significant age disparity, the wedding ceremony was a modest affair, attended by close relatives and friends. Following the nuptials, Manohara was bestowed with the title Cik Puan and officially became a member of the Kelantan royal family. She accompanied her husband to numerous public engagements where she was warmly embraced by the people. Although she appeared content in the public eye, behind closed doors, Manohara's reality was starkly different. Merely 2 months into their marriage, Manohara attempted to return home, citing mistreatment by her husband. However, her claims were met with skepticism, and she was swiftly returned to the palace. Prince Fakhri, in a bid to persuade her to stay, made efforts to appease her grievances. He purchased a car for her and arranged a trip to Saudi Arabia for Umrah, accompanied by Manohara and her mother. Upon their return, Prince Fakhri whisked Manohara away to Malaysia, leaving her mother behind, further deepening the complexities of their relationship. For the next 9 months, Mano was held captive in her bedroom at the palace and was injected with tranquilizers whenever she complained. She was also injected with a drug to get pregnant quickly. This drug is also a hormone that can make people gain weight quickly. In a short period, Mana was subject to a daily routine of abuse, and she would be tortured if she did not appear to be happy. When she attended social functions with Prince Fakhri, she tried to escape many times but never managed to. However, in May 2009, she finally got her chance. Her husband's father, Sultan Ismail Petra, fell ill, and they went with him to Singapore for treatment. At that time, Prince Fakhri was busy with his sick father and didn't have time for Mano, so she took the opportunity and triggered the emergency alarm in a Singapore hotel elevator, which brought security guards who allowed her to run away. With help from the U.S. Embassy, Manohara made it to Changi Airport and successfully returned to Indonesia. When the story became public, it caused a huge scandal and even strained relations between the two countries through a press conference Mano, and her mother revealed many shocking truths. "I've been treated like an animal. I'm like his property. I was in his room, and whenever he wants to play with me, he just goes into the room and plays with me. I'm like an object," Mano said. "Sexual abuse and sexual harassment were like a daily routine for me, and he did that every time. I did not want to have sexual intercourse," she added. She also disclosed that he raped her even before their marriage, and she felt unable to confide in anyone about it. Nevertheless, the prince vehemently denied all accusations, asserting that she left voluntarily and accused her mother of influencing her to fabricate stories about him. In July 2009, he initiated legal proceedings against her in the Malaysian Islamic Sharia court, and on December 13th, he emerged victorious in the case. The court mandated Mano's return to her husband and a repayment of a purported debt of $1.8 million. However, Mano neither returned to Malaysia nor participated in the court hearings. The lawsuit was filed in his native Malaysia, where he wields significant political clout, posing a risk to Mano's freedom if she were to comply. Hence, it was deemed both wise and prudent for her to abstain from attendance, especially considering the potential consequences. Shortly thereafter, the couple was officially divorced. Now, nearly 15 years have elapsed since the scandal. Mano, now 32, has evolved into a resilient woman. She resumed her studies and pursued her career as a model. "Getting married at such a young age, I faced many challenges, but I'm thankful to be where I am now," she said. "I'm grateful that I survived today. I'm healthy and able to work here in my homeland until I achieve my goals." She continued. Mano is also actively involved in animal and environmental conservation efforts, aiding in the rescue and rehabilitation of injured, orphaned, or endangered animals, while also working to preserve wildlife and natural habitats. Additionally, she maintains a strong presence on Instagram, collaborating with fashion brands, designers, and cosmetics companies. Remarkably, she appears happier and more radiant than ever. In contrast, Prince Fakhri faced a significant setback in 2010 when he was stripped of his title due to suspicions of involvement in the shooting of his brother's bodyguard. Mano's narrative serves as a stark reminder that being the spouse of a prince does not guarantee a fairy tale existence. In reality, marrying into royalty can result in disappointment and even nightmares. What are your thoughts on this story? Feel free to share your opinion in the comments section. If you enjoyed the video and would like to see more content like this, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the bell icon to receive notifications whenever I upload a new video. Until next time,